What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. To the air, it's Gulbranson. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Gobranson. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On target over the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physics.
Wide open spaces. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Right back to him on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. On the move, it's Ford. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's 4. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, man, that's really good decision-making there by the quarterback, too, because that play is called early in the downs because you're hoping to take a shot, right? You're hoping to push it down the field. But if the defense takes it away, find your check down. Find the running back out of the backfield and get some positive yards.
Wants to throw. It's Branson. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll go to the counter play. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They booted away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the pressure. Fires deep on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, explode through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man, it's Fields. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Makes the grab. It's Farrell. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Gobranson. Quick strike complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Got the first down and more. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
7 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Notre Dame 21, Stanford 7.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Punts it out of the air. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Inside the 45. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Going to the run, it's Love. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Gobranson. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're working that left side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside with the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
For the offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Caught behind the line. It's Fields. Great move. Now he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. The give out of the gun. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Fields. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.